Hello and welcome back to another episode of NathanTeaV. I'm Nathan, and it has been a while since I made a video. It's because I've had the worst cold of my life the past week. It felt like my head was a brick, and it doesn't help that it's getting to be spring around here in Texas. I know it's end of February, yet it's 70 degrees outside, so that means allergy season for me. Yay! And I get a cold, and then my asthma flares up with the cold, so that's like a triple whammy, and that's not good. So, onto the tea. Today I'm going to be reviewing Red Sunrise by 2737 BC. I'll let you get a look at the tea leaves. Actually, it is not technically a tea because the leaves, it is not Camellia sinensis, which is what tea is from. This is actually Rooibos from the I think it's the southern Cape of South Africa. So that was the tea. As you can see, it is very tiny. The leaves are, but big flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in my Starbucks mug. I know. And it is kind of nicknamed African red tea because it's from Africa, and the color is red. So I'm gonna give this a try. I've never had this before actually, although I do like Rooibos. I really don't have a lot of it, but let's give it a go. It's pretty hot. It's actually very good. Let me try another sip. That's really flavorful for Rooibos. Usually with Rooibos you get I kind of hate to describe it as woodsy because that sounds like a pu'er, but it's kind of a woodsy, light woodsy flavor. This is a little different from just Vibrated. That's just a little different. You still get the woodsy flavor, um, but it's crisper and it's kind of sweet. It's a little sweet, not like a mint kiss or like a flavored tea, but it kind of has a bit of a sweet taste going down. Yeah, it's very interesting for a rooibos, not what I'm generally accustomed to. Um, that's a really good thing. The reason why I don't drink a lot of rooibos is because for me, it kind of feels like a, it's like comparing a tea bag to loose leaf. What's comparing rooibos to pu'er because they have very similar flavors. Pu'er is just darker and it's still kind of the woodsy flavor and it's more bold and robust. But with this rooibos, its flavor is holding its own. Um, I haven't added anything to it. I just drink it, just straight up leaves and water. Didn't really even add that much, but it's really surprising me. I'm actually I really don't know what to say. I mean, it's browner than most rooibos. Usually you get it's literally just a red color, but this is just, as you can see, I mean, it's kind of brown with a red tint. I don't know why that is. I don't know if the leaf or if the tea itself is different than most, but it's really enjoyable. I would definitely drink it more often if all rooibos were like this. Give it one more sip. I actually kind of burnt my tongue on the last one. Yeah, it's very smooth and crisp. Which rooibos usually is. That's a general characteristic. It goes down pretty easily. The great thing about this is very forgiving tea. You boil the water, you throw some leaves in there, and you just kind of stick it in there for as long as you want. Generally, about 4 minutes minimum. I usually do 7 to get more flavor out, but you can leave it in there for 10 even, and it's not going to taste overdone. Unlike a black tea where, if it's 20 seconds longer than it's supposed to, it's going to be pretty much undrinkable. This you can really, you can forget about it for a few extra minutes and it'll be totally fine, and you'll be able to actually consume it. So that's one thing that's great about rooibos, especially if you're new to tea. This is very forgiving, and so it's not frustrating to brew when you're new to tea like black tea might be. So, not saying that black tea is frustrating. It's just if you're forgetful like I can be, it can be frustrating if your first 6 or 8 batches are very bitter. But that's just me. So, midnight, no, not midnight, what am I talking about? You know, I would say it's a Monday, but it's actually a Wednesday. Um, Red Sun, Red Sunshine by 2737 BC. Very good rooibos tea. Once again, I'll give you a look at the leaves because I don't think it was a very long look last time. See, they're very tiny. They actually kind of look like little ants on the camera, but yeah, they actually kind of look like that. Lots of power packed into those tiny little leaves, though. So I highly recommend Red Sunrise. If you want something new, if you're new to tea, if you're tired of the general black tea, green tea, or if you are not tired of the general black tea, green tea, go ahead and order some Red Sunrise because, you know, rooibos really isn't that expensive and you can get large quantities of it for cheap and it's delicious and it's actually, um, studies show that it has more health benefits than white tea. These are pretty recent. You know, drinking red tea or rooibos, it's proven that it'll decrease your risk for a heart attack, cancer, things like that. It's good for, you know, detox if, you know, you're on a detox diet or something like that. So it's just really healthy. So drink one of these a day and you will be healthier for it. So I am Nathan and I will see you on another episode of NathanTeaV. Thanks and have a great day.